Hey everybody, before today's interview starts, I just want to take a couple quick seconds to say thank you to our video sponsor, which is Timber and Twine Glovertown. If you're unaware of Timber and Twine, they are a local home decor store, but they have so much more. And I mean, one of the plus sides about Timber and Twine is there's a country style within the building, so while you're browsing, you might as well grab a cup of coffee, right? I mean, it's perfect. Great place to go check out, and you can sip a cup of coffee while you decide how you want to decorate your home. So I just wanted to say, thank you, Timber and Twine, for sponsoring this video. These would not be possible without, sponsorships from local businesses such as yourself. And yeah, well, let's get right into the interview without further delay. Hey everybody, Luke at the Diamond House here, and today I am joined by author Phil Riggs. How you doing today, Phil?
Good, thanks.
So I have a couple questions for you about your novels and all that. The first thing I kind of want to know is, when did you realize you kind of had a passion for writing novels? And judging by your work, you seem to be very diverse with your writing. All your books seem pretty different. So when did you kind of realize that writing something you enjoy doing and it's something that you want to pursue?
Well, back in 2007, my wife and I and another couple, we started hiking the Camino in Spain, and I took a journal along, and after I had done all of the Caminos, I had a pretty good journal. So then I decided my wife sort of encouraged me, she said, you should write a book about it. So that's basically what I did. Before that time, I really didn't have much interest in writing, although I had done a few articles for Down Home and Newfoundland Sportsman, right?
Okay.
So that really got me going, and I put it all together, and then I got it published on Amazon, and that was the first book.
So your first story was pretty much just your wife's encouragement, really.
Writing this, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she sort of encouraged me to get, now that I had it all recorded. So I said, well, yeah, sounds like a good idea.
So how did you get your first book published? How is that something that you were able to achieve, kind of, working by yourself, trying to publish a novel, It's always something I've been curious about. How exactly, you got someone to publish it?
Well, I when I had it done, I approached all the the publishers in Newfoundland, and nobody seemed to be interested, because they said it the book would be too much of a niche audience. So then I went on Amazon, and I found a place called Create Space, and basically they took the book and they formatted it, and I got all the pictures done and everything, and after that I just, they sent me a proof, and it was good, so then I just got it, and I used to order so many copies, and mostly, I guess the first place was mostly in the Glovertown area, and I mean, they've been the best in the world for me when it comes to, buying my books and that, right? So I had somebody here, I had somebody at different bookstores throughout Newfoundland, and that was the start of it. And, that I had to self-publish, and I had to finance it all, but in the end it was worth it.
Okay, so local support kind of helped you out a bit there.
Oh, they always have. Every book I've written, they've been the biggest supporters that I got in this whole area.
Yeah, no, I was, talking to the board members here at the Diamond House about your work, and from what I hear is you seem to be a fantastic guy. Everybody seems to like you around this town, so I'm assuming that you are from Glovertown, are you?
I am from Glovertown. I grew up in Glovertown. Actually, there was a big fire in '46, and our house was one of the two houses that wasn't burned down, and it's very close to the old mill. So
okay.
That's where I grew up, yeah.
And I seen on your novel there that you retired from teaching back in 2007, correct?
I did. That was
I was kind of curious to know, what exactly did you teach? Because I'd assume you were an English teacher based off the fact that you're a writer, but was English kind of what you taught, or?
No, actually it wasn't. When we first started teaching up north, I had a grade 5, 6 regular class, but when I came back to Newfoundland, and I worked towards a special ed degree, and so I taught special needs students, and then in my last 2 or 3 years I was a principal up north and then in Labrador. So yeah, I've done pretty well everything. But I was never into English, no.
No, it's kind of ironic,
Yeah.
You figure published writer would have at least taught English, or...
Well, my wife was an English major, and she was the one she did most of the editing on the book, so yeah. And also sort of pointed me in the right direction, anything I did, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so your wife's your biggest supporter, and she seems to be helping you out, so that's
She's
great.
the biggest, and now that social media is on the go, because it wasn't in my first book, right? Yeah, she's the one who sort of promotes it the most. Yeah, so it's great.
That's good. And are you currently working on any new novels, or do you have anything ready to be published? Or?
I do. I have this one here, which is the Heroes of COVID-19. The same two characters, Joel and his grandfather, they're in this book, and it's an environmental book. It's basically, I guess the grandfather sort of teaches the grandson once again about the need for everyone to sort of, you know, recycle, reuse, and things like that, and look after our environment and try to cut down on the litter. So that's the one I'm almost ready now. Just, I guess, if I get a publisher, I'll be all set.
So where are your books available for purchase to?
My books are available, like this one here now, and the two newest books I got are in St. John's in the main bookstores, and they're throughout Newfoundland, from St. John's as far as Gander, in the bookstores in Gander and different places. So, and of course they're also anybody who wants to buy a book from me, where I'm on Facebook, they can just order one, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess another question I have is, seeing how your first novel was about your hiking experiences over in Europe, are you kind of hoping to, I know you obviously can't travel right now because of all the restrictions of the pandemic, but once things open back up, are you looking to, you know, get back out, exploring the world and writing about your experiences, or?
Yeah, I guess so. I often thought about doing I did this kindness book, but I often thought about, you know, the random acts of kindness on while I'm hiking the Camino. So I've got a few of those written down, so perhaps I may do it. But yeah, but I'm hoping I want to go back on the Camino. Sort of like an addiction, you never give it up, right? So we'll keep going until we stop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for coming on, Phil, for this quick interview. I really appreciate you coming here to let us know a little bit about yourself.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you invited me. Thank you very much.
Is there anything you want to say before the video ends, or?
No, well, you know, I always like to thank the people who support me, because there's a lot of them there, right? And I really appreciate what they do.
Yeah, well, there you have it, folks. Phil Riggs, thank you so much for coming on, and we'll be talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.